Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to thank each and every one of you for coming here today and sharing these very important moments with us. And we are just so glad that you have spent your time, your most important and precious time doing with us, where it could be signal a better change in your life, health-wise, and of course, a better financial freedom. My name is Ababan-Halog. My profession, I am a teacher and a guidance counselor for a period of 20 years. Now I'm working as an office manager of LG Professional Services in New York City, a tax office and tax consulting services. I joined Kyani like 2 months ago, or 8 weeks. Since I started taking Kyani products, there's been a better change in my health condition. I underwent arthroscopy or knee surgery for like 8 years ago. Since that since the time that I had this operation, I have been nursing knee and joint pains, and it really gives me a difficult time to walk and climb up the stairs. After taking Kyani for just 8 weeks, I felt a better condition. Now I can walk faster than I used to be, and I can climb the stairs many times that I need to. And I am also a borderline diabetic. When I took these Kyani products, my sugar level has been lowered, and it has been consistent. I had stopped taking metformin tablet, which was prescribed to me to be taken twice a day. And I am glad because metformin gives me relief, sparing me from my kidney illness. I would like to introduce to you a very dynamic, sincere and committed person in our business. I've known this man for over 8 years and have never faltered in his words and in his promises. Meaning, once he said it, he do it, he does it, and he meant it. He is a devoted husband, a loyal friend, an intelligent and compassionate business partner, and leader. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together to Mr. O.G. Rayala.
Can you hear me? Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I'd like to give it back to Ms. Halog. Man, am I that really nice? Okay, she's like the second mom to me. So like what you said, I've known her for about 8 years. And every year I see them, whether I like it or not, because I have some business to do with them. She mentioned earlier that she's office manager for a tax company. Okay? So does that give you a clue? Okay. So first of all, I want to give it back again to Ms. Bing-Halog. What she didn't tell you is this, okay? She had reached this, the sapphire position within 24 days. Now, that you'll find out how hard it is to get a sapphire position in 24 days. Further on to the presentation. So, like I said, I want to give it back to her. Please give me. Okay. Wow. This is not good. This is great, right? Look at the crowd. Look at this crowd. This is the first time that we're going to have a BOM in this place, and there's going to be more, lots more to come. So, let's go into the business. Oh no, I forgot. I have to tell you my name, right? My name is O.G. Rayala, and currently I work at Seton Medical Center, and I manage about 6 departments in the hospital. I do that for a living, full-time job. If you call 10, 12 hours a day, it's a full-time job, okay? Prior to that, I was also a director at Kaiser San Francisco in Geary campus for about 6 years. And then, well, 2 months ago, almost 3 months ago, I saw this opportunity. And the first thing I did was be skeptical, just like anybody else, right? but I tested the product. After 2 weeks of being in the product, I said to myself, you know what, this works. This really works. So my wife told me, you know what, you invested so much money in this one, why don't we go to business? That's the only time that I look at the business as a full spectrum. Okay? So 2 weeks after getting into the business, we still did not work. We slept on it, right? Actually, to be exact, to be precise, I joined Kyani May 31 at 10:56 at night. My sister-in-law woke me up and asked me to join Kyani. I can't even spell Kyani on that night, okay? So, like I said, we didn't do anything for the first 2 weeks. Then on June 13, which is, I remember the days, it's my father-in-law's 92nd birthday. That's where I met the leaders of this group, this company. That's where I met Ms. Ricky Brown. That's where I met Ms. Mina De Vera. So the following day, June 14, again, my wife pushed me. We start working. And by June 30, we hit the position supper. So if we were able to do it, everybody can do it as well. Okay? So let's get into the business. Okay? First of all, let me ask you a few questions. No, I skipped one. Okay, a little bit of history about Kyani. Kyani means strong medicine, and it's been founded in 2005, and the main it's based on Idaho Falls, Idaho, and it's an active member of the DSA, or the Direct Selling Association of America. And then also we have an A+ rating on BBB, Better Business Bureau, right? Now, I got a lot of questions to ask you folks, so be ready. Did I tell you there's a test after this? Right? Okay. What do you think is the #1 global issue right now? Any guess? From the audience? Money is good? Good guess? Well, let me tell you this. The #1 issue is health issues. Okay? Due to lack of nutrition, increasing free radical damage, busy schedules and poor diet, high stress, lack of sleep, a lot of pollutions, and a lot of other side effects. Okay? Now, in fact, according to CDC, the #1 cause of death in America today is heart disease. Okay? Every year, about 735,000 Americans will have a heart attack, and 525,000 are first-timers. And the second cause of death in America is cancer. In 2015, which is this year, there will be an estimated 1.6 million new cancer cases diagnosed and 589,000 cancer deaths in the US alone. That's scary. Now, the #7 cause of death in America today is diabetes. 53.1 million Americans will have diabetes by 2025, or 1 in every 7. Okay? And the scariest part is about 208,000 people younger than 20 will have it. It's a fact. Now, these are the big items. Let's go to the common things, okay? Do you happen to know anybody who suffers from migraine? Anybody? What about poor blood circulation? What about insomnia? Right? And what about back pain? I'm the #1 candidate for that. In fact, I'm a frequent flyer of my chiropractor. Yes, every week I have to be readjusted because my back is killing me. And it's ongoing for over a year. And every month also, my wife and I, we scout the Chinatown in San Francisco just to look for the best acupuncture. Okay. Seems to be okay, but really, you know, it's good only for a day or two. And then after that, it will come back, right? Now, normally, whenever we have aches and pains, these are the common things that we see. The over-the-counter, OTC meds, right? We have Tylenol, we have also Advil, we got Excedrin, Ibuprofen. But finally, for the first time, now we have a choice, which is the Kyani Health Triangle. Now, what is really Kyani Health Triangle? It's an easy-to-use wellness system that provides unmatched nutrition for optimal health. Okay? Thanks to the great discovery of 2 major components of Kyani, which is, one is the wild Alaskan blueberries, which is 5 times more potent than regular blueberries, and also the wild Alaskan sockeye salmon. Isn't that a beauty? I've never seen it, a redfish. First time. Okay? So, those are the two major ingredients of our Kyani triangle. Now, since I mentioned triangle, normally triangle has how many sides again? 3, right? So the first part of the triangle is the Kyani sunrise. Okay? It comes into 2 forms of packaging. We have the 30-ounce bottle, which you can see from there. And, you know, it's 1 bottle per person per month, is what we suggest, 1 ounce a day. Or you can have the sachet, which is 1 ounce per sachet. These are great, really, because you can carry with you in your bag. You can, if you forget to take it in the morning, you can have it when you reach your work site or your office. Okay? Now, what is Sunrise? Sunrise is a complete nutritional spectrum, and the main base for Sunrise is the wild Alaskan blueberry, together with 22 other superfoods and minerals. Now, let me ask you this. Who's familiar with Zango? Anyone? Only one? The main base for Zango is what? Mangosteen. What about Monabi? What's the main base for Monabi? Acai berry, right? What about, I always call it Better Living. Forever Living. What's the main base for Forever Living products? Aloe vera. Could you look at this screen, please? We have it all. We have acai berry, we got mangosteen, we got aloe vera. Oh, yeah, and we got spinach, kale, broccoli, and everything on it. Okay? Plus some other more minerals. Now, also, just to let you know, 1 ounce of Sunrise equates to all these foods. Okay? I don't know about you folks. You can have a choice. Either take 1 ounce of Sunrise or eat all these things for breakfast. And let me read it for you because it's too far for you to read, okay? What about 8 apples, 96 cups of kidney beans, 7 cups of green peas, 46 cups of kale, 61 cups of avocado, and that's not even just halfway through. The same nutrients that you're going to get from all these foods, you can have it all in 1 sachet or 1 ounce of Sunrise. So the choice is yours, right? Now, what are the benefits for Sunrise? It helps boost the energy, supports cognitive function, increases cellular support, enables effective stress management, supports immune system, encourages healthy digestion, maintains heart health, and normalizes blood sugar level. Do we know some people who has an issue with that, right? What about promotes joint flexibility? Whether we like it or not, we're going to go through that stage in our lives, right? So, the next part of the triangle is nitro. Kyani Nitro. It comes into 2 kinds. One is the FX, Nitro FX, and the Nitro Extreme. And actually, we have just launched our Nitro powder. Okay? So, Nitro FX. Who's familiar with noni? Noni juice. Have you heard of noni juice before? Right? Actually, that's the base for our nitro. Noni concentrate that has been proven to increase the production of nitric oxide, also known as the molecule of life. Okay? The nitric oxide repairs, defends, and maintains every cell of the body. Okay? Now, Nitro Extreme on top, Nitro Extreme is twice as potent as the FX, plus they added more minerals. We added CoQ10, magnesium, zinc, chromium, and niacin on it. So this is actually, Extreme is designed or is great for people who are highly, the athletes, people who go to the gym or always on the move. If your work tells you to walk a lot or carry a lot of stuff, or always on the move, this is perfect for you. But if your job, let's say you take nitro in the morning and your job is, let's say an office job or a telephone operator, or sometimes I call it the what do you call that lady that does the typing on the judge office, the courthouse, right? They can't even move their heads, right? So for them, it's perfect for you to have a nitro, just a Nitro FX. Because if you take the Extreme, you will extremely fall asleep. Okay? Extreme is for those people who's always on the move. Okay? Now, what are the benefits for nitro? First is blood circulation. One of nitric oxide's most important qualities is the ability to dilate the blood vessels, leading to improved circulation of the heart health. Okay? Second is inflammation. It's a signaling molecule with anti-inflammatory effects, brain function, digestion, and sexual function. If you have If you have good blood circulation, you will have the last line as well. Okay? It goes side by side. Okay? I can tell you more stories, but we're going to go through this. Okay? Okay. For me, this is the most powerful slide that we have. I always love this slide. I didn't know until I joined Kyani that actually nitric oxide is a part of our body. And as we age, we lose more and more of it. By the time we reach the age of 60, we'll have approximately about 15% of nitric oxide left on our system. What happens is if we don't have enough nitric oxide, the cholesterols, fats, plaques, and everything takes over your arteries and your veins. That's why we have all clogged veins, right? As we age. So with the help of the nitric oxide, the nitro, it will clean up your veins and arteries once again. You know, on the layman's word, I always tell people it's better, it's just like this, okay? I always compare nitro to liquid plumber or Drano. When you have a clogged pipe, what do? You just pour the Drano and this cleanses it out, right? Makes it easier. It's the same thing for nitro, okay? Now, third part of the triangle is the sunset. The main base for sunset is the annatto seeds and the wild Alaskan sockeye salmon. Sunset is a proprietary combination of tocotrienols, the most potent form of vitamin E. Okay? Omega-3 derived from the wild Alaskan salmon, the purest form in the world. And beta-carotene is the essential vitamin D. What are the benefits for sunset? It supports cardiovascular health. It helps reduce inflammation. It encourages healthier skin. Helps maintain healthy cholesterol levels. I'm guilty of that. Okay, helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels, supports cognitive function, it supports the cell membranes, and the most potent form of vitamin E, and promotes healthy immune response. Now, let me ask you this. Okay? Kyani targets all these problems from the cellular level. So, do we know people who suffer from any of these aches and of all this sickness? What about? Okay, let me ask you. Do you know people who suffer from aches and pains? Do we know people like that? What about arthritis? Do we know people who has arthritis? Cancer. Cancer history, right? What about high blood pressure, heart disease, high cholesterol, hypertension? Some people have it all, right? They buy it like 4 for $1, right? Insomnia, plantar, skin tags, stroke, people who had a history of a stroke. Do we know people who's currently suffering from any of these? Those people are the ones that can really help. I'm going to call 2 people. Do I have a list? Oh, 3. Yeah. To give us a little bit of testimony about what they have experienced since they started taking Kyani. Mr. Arthur Jenkins. Mr. Stephen Uy, and Ms. Amelia Funakoshi.
Hi, I'm Art Jenkins. Been asked to talk to you about my experience with Kyani today. I've been on Kyani now for almost a month, and I was one of those fools that went to the store and bought all the diseases that you get for $1. I was lucky enough that my parents blessed me with many of them. So I have some cholesterol issues, some circulation issues, long-time history of asthma, what's some of the other ones? Aches and pains, plantar, I have kidney stones galore. What else did they give me? High blood pressure, cholesterol, and pre-diabetic. So I've pretty much covered everything you could possibly cover. First thing, I'm just like he was, I'm highly skeptical of this whole process. And to be honest, I think in the first week, for sure I was much more alert, I was much more focused. I can kind of tell you what, I'm actually a process engineer at Western Digital, so please buy WD product so I can keep my job. And so usually I eat like oatmeal or whatever for breakfast, and I usually take a nap at lunch. And since I've been doing Kyani, there's no way I could ever sleep in the middle of the day anymore. So that's basically, focus is a big thing for me. I also have, like I spoke of, kidney stones, which I've had beaten up and into little stones. And so basically every time I go to the bathroom, I pee a little bit of blood. It's pretty normal for me. And since I've been at Kyani, that has all gone away. I haven't had that for 2 years. My blood work 2 months ago, I was definitely pre-diabetic. My blood work less than a month ago, I'm already much lower in my sugar levels. And my knees are a little bit less ache sometimes, so it's pretty much all I've got. We'll see what happens on the journey, I guess.
Thank you.
My name is Steve, and I work with American Express as a field agent for quality assurance. Not here to, of course, sell American Express, right? But that being said, I actually got into this business really by because I need to be healthier. My wife is at the back right there, and she is actually diabetic. She's on insulin. So in the course of my work, I do actually have to go out and do field work. I do go to merchants, basically walking the whole day. So a few months ago, I was actually at the point of asking myself if I could continue doing it. Because all through the years, for several years now actually, I've been having issues with my right leg. I have sciatica, I have knee problems, I have ankle problems, I have foot problems, and my left knee is also not in very good condition, basically. So I was at the point where I was already thinking perhaps I should resign. That never happened because several weeks ago, a friend actually, if you know Filipino, I would say kulit. She was so persistent, I really did not want to join and part with my money. But and of course I needed to talk to the commander-in-chief after that. Right? So that being said, I actually came into the business again by accident. I feel a lot better. I walk a lot better. I do not have the pains anymore. Amazing thing is I have actually not felt these for a long time. I walked, and my wife back there, who was on insulin, is still on insulin. Her blood sugar level is down to 103, and she's eating like hell. So she has, by the way, cut down on her insulin intake. So that's a good point there, good part there. So that said, I know I'm being signaled back there, so we'll see it.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Amelia Funakoshi, and I've been in Kyani for almost 2 months. And I have this invited with Sarah Halog, and then when I attend the presentation, and Mr. Oji Ayala is the one that the speaker, and he's talking about all of this, and I said, oh my God, it's me. So I'm diabetic, and I have a high blood pressure, and I have this anxiety for over a year now. And after the presentation, I told to my husband, okay, I'm gonna sign it. Because, of course, I want to be healed because I have 2 kids that I need to raise. They're still, and I'm just young. And so I'm taking it, and then Sarah had a baby, this 7-day child. And I took that medication at night, and then the next morning I checked my sugar level, and I was shocked because I got the number. It's 95. I used to be like 165, 145, 135. I text Sarah right away. I said, look, this is the what is that? The sugar level that I got for today, and I only take the 3 tablets. And then after that, I had to see my psychiatrist every 3 weeks because of my anxiety. And I started taking the Kyani, and when I see my doctor, I told to my doctor, I'm not taking my medication anymore. And he said, what happened? I said, I'm taking this Kyani, and the doctor said, what is Kyani? And he searched it in the online, and he said, oh my God, you make me educated on this one. And he reread all the information and stuff like that, and the doctor told me, okay, you can take that. Just continue whatever you're doing. And then after a week, I see my primary doctor, and I told to my doctor that I'm not going back to my psychiatrist because I'm taking this Kyani. And then my doctor approved it also. And now my blood pressure is on the level now. I mean, if I'm only like lower blood pressure right now, and then probably they're gonna cut my medication for that. But I'm still taking my metformin for my diabetes. So the products really help for me. So that's why I will continue using it, and to give me a better life. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much, folks. Now, can you imagine that, right? 30 days ago, 60 days ago, you never knew, right? Every time we ask her to talk, she always really emotional, because it means a lot to us. And do you have more brothers that I can take as a customer? Yeah?
Only one.
Please. Okay. So what's also even great is the company is so confident about our product that they even give a 30 days money back guarantee. So let's say you purchase the triangle, and then 15 days later you said to yourself, you know what, this is not for me. You can return to the company, and Kyani will refund you all your money back, except of course for the shop, right? Shipping, handling, and tax. If you find out how to get your tax back from the government, let me know, okay? That's a trade secret. So, now, second biggest question for the day. What do you think is the second global issue right now? Money. Financial challenges, okay? The question that we always impose is, how many months can you survive if you lose your job today? They said statistically we should have at least 6 months in reserve, equivalent of our monthly check, right? But who's got 6 months on the side? 6 days, right? Now, today's challenge is the rising cost of living. No real job security, a lot of unemployment, 2 to 3 jobs just to survive, especially in the Bay Area. Okay? Less time with the family, no fun at all, retirement. Now that's a big word. Did you know that there's about 80 million Americans ready to retire in the next 5 to 10 years? 18 million. The baby boomers. Right? A lot of them are already thinking on how to get back to the workforce. A lot of them already lost whatever they have saved through all the years. A lot of people lost their homes. A lot of people lost their 401ks. Whatever they have on the savings is gone. I always ask my audience, you know, if you don't want to believe me in what I'm saying, after this meeting, I challenge you as a litmus test. You go back to your local McDonald's, okay? Wherever you go home, and then the nearest McDonald's you can grab, okay? Normally on this time of the year, summertime, who do you see, who should you supposed to see working in McDonald's? Teenagers, right? First time job. Great opportunity to learn how to make a living. In today's economy, in today's situation, who do you see working in McDonald's? Senior citizens who went back to work. Now ask yourself, sometimes we try to ignore that, but ask yourself, why? It's because, like I said, retirement is no longer a great option to a lot of people. Okay? Social Security, some say we have it till next year, some say we have it till next 10 years. One thing for sure I know, they will ask us to pay for Social Security, but when it's time for us to collect, that's a $64 question. Right? Now the last one, rising healthcare costs. Okay? I work for the healthcare industry. And this is the one item here that a lot of people doesn't even pay attention to. It only takes one time to be sick, and all your savings in your life can be gone. Right? Insurance company can only cover so much. What if it's a lifetime disease, lifetime sickness? Right? I remember 23 years ago when I came to this country, I only co-pay Kaiser for $5. Right? Anyone who remembers that? $5? Then I start working for Kaiser, so I was still given the privilege of $5. Then it became 10, then it became 20, that's when I left them. Right? I remember when you go to ER before, how much did you pay? $0. Then $50 came in, right? Then $100 now, I think most of the time now it's $100, depending on your insurance. Sometimes it's $200 even to be seen in the ER. That's why if you go to ER today with a chest pain, by the time you pay your $200, you'll have a heart attack. Right? Okay, so once again I'm going to show you a video. It's only about 8 minutes video. Now let me ask you this. Who wants to know how to make money with Kyani? Raise your hand. Really? Really? Who wants to know how to make lots of money for yourself through Kyani? Both hands, right? So what we're going to do is this. I'm going to show you a video, and then after that I'll come back and I will introduce you to a very, very special guest we have tonight.